You know what just annoys me? Is when people claim to be child-free and they sound more childless than child-free. All they talk about is how they don't ever want children. Oh, children this. Oh gosh, a mom in the airplane with her child that was screaming. Oh, I'm going to Disneyland without a child. Like, why do you sound more childless than child-free? Why are children your main topic if you are child-free? If you don't want them?
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Now I come across videos like this all the time, and I also have a lot of these types of comments in my comment sections for roughly the last 2 years that I've been on social media. They say these things like the woman said in the video, and they're like, if you were truly happy, you would not be talking about child-free content and stuff, which is very stupid, because that'll be just like me saying, you're not happy that you graduated from college, because if you really were happy, you wouldn't be posting it on social media. Or you're not really happy about the birth of your son. If you really were that happy about it, you wouldn't be posting the birth of your son on social media. You see how stupid that sounds? Now, I don't expect for non-child-free women to ever understand the way child-free women feel about being child-free. There are mothers out there who absolutely support child-free women, and they get it, because the vast majority of them, at least on my two main platforms, come and say all the time that if they could do it all over again, they would not have kids. All y'all got to do is read the comment section of any of my child-free videos, and you would see for yourself that it's coming from mothers. Okay, so there are plenty of them that support our decision, and then you have the ones who love being mothers and they still support our decision, like Bourbon Bougie, for an example. She's a fantastic mother, and she's very supportive, and she's always said she's team let the birth rate plummet to hell. Like, she supports us like MF, right? So I know that there's plenty of women that come here and support child-free women, but for those of you who question why we're talking about it, I really don't expect y'all to understand, because you're not child-free. You don't know what it's like to be child-free. And a lot of you will come here and say, oh, I used to be child-free, and then I had my little baby, and I had my 4 kids, and I had this or whatever. And I'm going to tell you to your eyeballs, you were never child-free, ma'am. You were childless, or you were on the fence and you didn't know what you were going to do. You didn't know yourself as well as you thought you did. That is childless. That is not child-free. Because like I say all the time, child-free women are going to go to our graves never having children and never changing our minds. That is the difference. There's a huge difference between child-free and childless. I say all the time as well, childless women would or would have had children under certain circumstances, and child-free women will never have kids under any circumstance. We don't care if the so-called right man comes along, like people like to say, which if he's the right man, he doesn't want kids to begin with. I don't care if I hit the lottery for 300 mil. I don't care if the economy changes. I don't care if, the world just becomes so much better and we turn around and everything is wonderful. I don't care what happens. I don't want the responsibility of being a mother under any circumstances. As a matter of fact, if somebody offered me 300 million to have a kid, I would be like, if I have the kid, do I got to keep it? And will you still give me the 300 mil? Because I don't want this kid, right? Now, I really wouldn't do that, because I wouldn't want to wreck my body for nothing and then go under unnecessary surgeries to fix the mess that I made. I'm just saying, the point that I'm making is that there is nothing that will make me want to bring an innocent children into this shit world. Absolutely not. Now, the reason why child-free content women and child-free content creators talk about this is because we have been ridiculed by society forever. If you are a woman without kids and you don't have kids by a certain age, and if you're not married by a certain age, and if some man didn't come and validate you and all this other crap, then you are seen as, you might as well unalive yourself. Your life have no meaning. You're never going to find fulfillment in your lives. you're not a real woman. You're not going to have someone to take care of you when you're old. You're going to die an old, miserable cat lady, blah, 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 blah. And I'm here to say that's a lie. It's a whole lie. Studies keep coming out showing that single and child-free women are the happiest group of women on the planet. Now, that does not mean that every single child-free and single woman you meet will be happy. What it is saying is that when they break it all down and figure out which group of people have the least amount of stress in their lives, and who are just overall happiest, it's always going to be single women and child-free women. And if you're both of those, that's even better. So that's a whole lie that all the things that they told you, we're miserable, we're not going to have fulfillment in our lives and whatever else. And we're here, our jobs as child-free content creators is to say, no, there's actually another side of this. Because while everyone is always talking about what our lives won't be and will be when we're older, nobody wants to talk about all the mothers, the millions upon millions of mothers that regret motherhood, that if they could take it all back, they would change it and they would not have kids. That's why I have a Regretful Motherhood series on my channel now, because I'm part of the child-free content creators that will talk about it bravely. There are plenty of mothers that wish that they had made different choices in their lives, and it just is what it is. And I don't care if y'all don't agree with it, and I don't care if you don't like it. And when I tell people, all you got to do is go Google regretful mothers, a million different articles and videos and posts and vlogs will come up of many mothers. You can go to the regretful parent subreddit and read all the horrific stories about people regretting being mothers. And the reason why y'all don't want to do that, in my personal opinion, if I'm telling you where to go look for this content and you don't want to look for it, it is because you're in denial. It is because you are most likely one of those regretful mothers, and you don't want the mirror to be turned back on you. You don't want to admit that you made a mistake. You don't want to admit your failures. You don't want to admit your regrets, because it doesn't make any sense that y'all will keep asking this question. If you're so happy doing this, why are you talking about child-free content? Why are you guys ranting and raving about being so happy? If you were so happy, you wouldn't ask these questions if you were to actually do that research. But I already know why y'all don't want to do the research. You don't want to admit your regret, and it just is what it is. Because if you are a mother who doesn't regret having her kids, in my opinion, you most likely wouldn't even be in child-free spaces to begin with, because you would be too busy being such a great mother and loving being a mother. Like, that doesn't even make any sense to me, right? So on my channel and on any platform that I'm on, I am a mirror shiner. I will shine the mirror on you in 2 seconds. I will call anybody out. I don't give a fuck who you are. You will be called out. I am not politically correct on my channel, and I never will be. I don't plan to be. I don't aspire to be. I don't care about that. The vast majority of y'all who come here with that tone of voice and with that, if you're this or you're that, you are jealous, number one, because most likely you threw your life away and you can't go back and change it. And I feel sorry for you. I do. I don't wish this on anybody, but I am going to call you out when I see bullshit. I'm going to call bullshit. This is not hard. There are plenty of women who don't want the responsibility of motherhood. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be under pressure. I don't want my freedom taken. I don't want to spend my money on diapers and school clothes and school programs. And now with Trump getting rid of the Department of Education, now y'all gonna have to pay out of pocket for y'all kids to go to school, because that's pretty much what that means, because they're trying to privatize all these schools. So good luck. Good luck with your kid not being unalive in a school pew-pewing. Good luck that your child grows up and never has to experience being essayed by a family member or being harassed or, unalived coming out of Walmart or whatever. Good luck. I'm sorry to say it that way. But I thought long and hard about not wanting to have kids, and that's why I don't have any. There's a whole lot of reasons why I don't want to have kids, right? And I'm not the only one. That's why we built this community, because there's a lot of women out there who are like, I really don't know. Everybody in my family has a bunch of kids and I don't really want kids and blah, 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 blah. And sorry, I just don't want to deal with that stress. And I want those women to know you don't have to have kids either. I want them to know you are not alone in your thoughts. They want to be seen as represented in society. We're here to represent you. We're here to say, hey, you're not alone in your thoughts of not wanting to be a mother. That's why we do this content. If you can't find it in your brain to understand that, I don't know what else to tell you. But I'm going to still be here making child-free content, whether you like it or not. If you don't like my content, please unsubscribe, click not interested, and you won't see me pop up on your algorithm. But coming here and leaving those comments, the only thing that's going to come from that is that I'm going to highlight those comments, put it on blast, make content out of it, and make money off of it. That's all that's going to happen. So I want y'all to know ahead of time before you waste your time thinking you're going to change our minds. You are not. My mind has been made up for 33 years. But that's all I got to say about this. Leave your comments below, like, share, and let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
All together, girls. 1, 2, 3. Fuck these men on the internet. They don't know what they want, but they will see what they can get. Oh, go and waste your one and only precious life while pretending not to have a full receding hairline. So keep your eyes on his hairline and your hand on your drink. For all you know, he is a psychopath. He'll leave you on red, and he won't care if you're dead. And the psychics on TikTok are